Take 5. Greetings, my fearless frontliners, my fellow guardians of the galleries. I'm William Young, and this is my channel. Now, before we dive in, before we get too far into the weeds, because we're going to get a little serious today, the topic is sort of serious. I want to take a quick moment to thank the incredible members of the JCP, the Just Corrections Patreon community. Your support, your contributions are the absolute lifeblood, lifeline of this channel, and I'm beyond grateful for every single one of you. And if you're not a member and you found value in this content and you would like to support the channel, please consider joining, consider contributing, and I'll drop the link in the description below and I'll throw it up there in the corner. So I had a thought come to me when I was on a plane recently, not too long ago, as I watched the stewardess prepare for her safety briefing, standing up in front of us. It struck me, it concerned me a little bit, how many people weren't paying attention. They're scrolling on their phones, they're chatting, they're lost in their own thoughts, completely oblivious to this wonderful person who is up front trying to give them life-saving instructions. It's a lot like corrections, isn't it? And as I'm listening to the safety briefing, a part of it really stuck with me, and it's the part about the oxygen masks. You know, the line that they tell you, put on your own mask before helping others. And really, at its core, it's simple advice, but it's also super profound. And when I thought about that in the context of corrections and really in life in general, it became super clear. You have to save yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Look, guys, as correctional staff, we are responsible for our own survival. Sure, leadership and legislators, they play a role. They're supposed to write and enforce policies that support staff, and I hope they do. But let's be honest. Our wellness, our survival often falls through the cracks. And that's not a dig, it's not a shot, it's just the truth. And that's why it's on us. Think of it this way, put it in this context. When you're working a housing, when you're a housing unit officer and you're locked in with the population, it's just you. It's your skills, your awareness, and your decision-making in the moment that keeps you safe. And the same holds true when it comes to your mental health and your wellness. You have to take the lead. You have to put on your own mask first. In my new book, Trained to Change, I talk about the importance of educating yourself, of filling in the gaps left by agencies that don't effectively address staff wellness. So the first step, the first thing that you need to do to save yourself is to educate yourself. And if your agency isn't offering consistent, meaningful wellness programs, then don't wait around. Seek out the tools. Seek out the resources, seek out the information that you need. Take a training course, read a book, listen to that podcast. Arm yourself with the skills that you need to survive, not just in your career, but in life. Because here's the truth, guys, nobody can do this for you. Look, when the cabin loses pressure, the pilot doesn't leave the cockpit to come back and help you put your oxygen mask on. The stewardess won't leave their seat to make sure that you're buckled in. Why? Because they already told you what you needed to know. They already gave you the tools that you need to survive. They've already shown you how to save yourself. And the same is true in corrections. Leadership and training can only take you so far. So at some point, it's on you to grab your own oxygen mask and put it on. Look, right now, when it comes to appropriately and adequately addressing the mental health and wellness in the correctional profession, we're in a valley. Our efforts are in their infancy, and agencies are trying, but let's be real. It's hard to change things in corrections. Change is slow. We move at a snail's pace, but here's the good news. You don't have to wait for the system to catch up. You are absolutely in control. You have the power to make choices that impact your survival and your well-being, whether it's hitting the gym after your shift, saying no to that unhealthy coping mechanism that you're partaking in several times a week, going to find a therapist. You can take steps right now to improve your mental health, your spiritual health, emotional health, physical health, all of that. But here's the thing, it's not easy. The air right now is turbulent. The system feels broken, and sometimes it feels like the pilot and the stewardess have left us to fend for yourself. So we have a choice to make. We can suffocate under the pressure. We can complain about the lack of support, or you can advocate for yourself and take action. Look, I recently had a conversation about how to motivate veteran correctional officers, how to get them to re-engage, those who feel burnt out, underappreciated, those who are they're just finished. They're just plain done. And my answer was simple. You don't. You can't make someone care, but what you can do is encourage them to rediscover their purpose. That's why I tell you guys, you have to save yourself. You have to wake up every day and remind yourself why you are here. Why do you do the things that you do? Look for the signs that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And if you don't see those signs, if you're unhappy, if you feel unfulfilled, then maybe it's time to make a change. Maybe it's time to switch airlines, because here's the truth. You are absolutely in control. And I'm going to plug another book here, guys, but don't worry, it's not mine. It's a book that I actually got, a great little book that I actually got from my neighbor. And the title of the book is Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. And I'll put a link in the description below and throw something up there in the corner, but give it a read, guys, especially if you're looking about changing your situation and you're looking for a little direction. Check it out. So check it out, but understand that this is the first step in a journey of 100,000 miles, because saving yourself is not a one-time thing. It's not a decision that you get to make once and then you forget about it. It's a commitment. It has to be an intentional daily practice. It's waking up every morning and choosing to invest in yourself, invest in your wellness, even when the path feels steep, even when the world feels heavy, even when you're tempted to put everybody else's needs above your own. It's about looking in the mirror, guys. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I'm worth it. My health, my happiness, my future are all worth the effort. But here's the thing, and this is what I want you to remember. Wellness is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's not a checklist. It's not a cookie-cutter program that works for everyone. What rejuvenates me, what works for me and my mind and my body and my soul might not resonate with you, and that's perfectly okay. Because wellness is deeply personal. It's about finding what lights you up, what recharges you, what gives you energy, what helps you heal. And maybe it's the gym. Maybe it's a long walk in nature. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's time spent with family. Maybe it's therapy. Maybe it's journaling, or finally saying no to those people or those things that drain you. Whatever it is, it has to be yours. The key here is to discover what brings you fulfillment and purpose, and then chase it relentlessly. Don't just dabble in it. Immerse yourself, submerge yourself in things that make you feel alive. Things that remind you of why you fight so hard every single day, because saving yourself isn't just about surviving. It's about actually living. It's about thriving. It's about building a life that feels worth living, even in the face of adversity. It's about recognizing that no matter how challenging the road gets, you have the power to choose a better path. And that choice is made every single day. So let me say it again. Let me leave you with this. Nobody is coming to save you. And that's not a grim statement, people. It's empowering, because you don't need anyone to save you. You have the tools. You have the strength. You have the information. You have the resources. You have the power to change yourself. Guys, if you like this video, if you found value in this video, then I want you to straight punch that little like icon. I want you to comment and share this content with anyone and everyone that you think may be interested. And if you're looking for more premium correctional content, check out this video right here, or this one that's going to pop up right here. All right, guys, that's all I got. Until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.